In a significant operation on the 2nd of April 2025, the Indian Navy's frontline frigate INS Tarkash seized over 2.5 tons of drugs in the Western Indian Ocean. Now, this seizure includes hashish and heroin, but it was the latest in India's intensified efforts in combating drug trafficking. Last year, law enforcement agencies confiscated drugs worth 25,000 crore. That's a 55% increase from the previous year, 2023. Let's look at a few of these cases. In February 2024, the NCB, Navy and Gujarat Anti-Terrorism Force captured 3.3 tons of drugs, hashish, meth and heroin off the Gujarat coast. In April last year, a maritime operation led to the seizure of 86 kilos of heroin from a foreign vessel. 14 Pakistani nationals were arrested. In November 2024, an international drug cartel was dismantled and 700 kilos of meth were captured in the seas of Gujarat. Now, all of these figures reflect India's escalating war on drugs, a battle that has shifted from land to the sea, with the Indian Navy and the Coast Guard at the forefront. Now, the nation's proximity to regions with high drug production, the Golden Triangle on one hand and the Golden Crescent on the other, has made India susceptible to trafficking. This has necessitated a robust maritime security preparedness. Now, the human cost of drug abuse in India is alarming. In Kashmir, a study revealed that 2.8% of the population has engaged in substance abuse, with over 52,000 individuals currently dependent on drugs. Punjab's rural areas report a substance abuse prevalence of 65%, with heroin being used by 20% of the population. That's nearly 1/4 of the population. The Northeast, particularly states like Nagaland and Manipur, also grapple with high rates of drug addiction, exacerbated by their proximity to the Golden Triangle, a major drug-producing area. In 2024, Kerala reported nearly 3,000 children being admitted to drug de-addiction centers. That figure is a 45% jump over the previous year. Beyond the human cost of drugs, the nexus between drug trafficking and terrorism poses a grave threat to India's national security. Funds generated from narcotics trade often finance terrorist activities, destabilizing regions and endangering lives. By intercepting drug shipments, the Indian Navy and the Coast Guard are not only curbing the flow of narcotics but also disrupting the financial networks of terrorist organizations. Furthermore, the nation's security forces are striking at the very economic foundations of narco-terrorism, targeting the illicit business ventures that fund violence and instability. India is waging a war on drugs, and this is a war we must win to safeguard our nation's youth, ensure public health, and maintain national security. That's all for tonight. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time with more insights and analysis on the national security agenda.